All right, women's basketball. Big win last week. The opener of the Michelle Clark-Hurd era in Macon. Beat UNC Asheville home. Went on the road on Saturday, traveled to Boca Raton, Florida, and dropped a game with Florida Atlantic. Women's basketball does have a big home game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against Western Kentucky in Hawkins Arena. But we're going to bring up Coach Michelle Clark-Hurd. And she's going to say a few words about past week as well as what she's looking forward to this week.
All right. How are you all? Good. Okay. No, just really excited that we got our first game under our belt. Was really proud of our group, being able to, we were supposed to play on the road, then we ended up playing here because of the situation with Asheville. So was just proud to be able to, and just appreciative of the administration and everybody getting everything turned around so we could have that game. And so then we all know, so we went on the road Saturday and played, and just really proud of our group. We understand and know that we're in a process where we're continuing to grow every single game. I tell the team all the time to put us in a position where we can have a chance to win in the last 5 minutes of the game, and we did. We turned it over a whole lot, and we turned them over a whole lot. We had 25 turnovers. I told them that I think they thought Halloween was still here and was giving out free basketballs instead of free candy. So I think that's something that we're definitely going to work on and continue to keep getting better. But just super proud of our fight. We went into the locker room at halftime and we talked about what we needed to do to adjust to get back in the game, and we did that. And a lot of credit goes to Ashley Locke, man. She's performed, has had 2 double-doubles in our first 2 games. And this is just speaking from a former post player. It's very difficult to get 16 rebounds in one game. So for her to have 23 points and 16 rebounds in our last game just really says a lot. And we're so grateful as coaches to have her and be able to just continue to keep coaching her and her teammates. We play Western Kentucky tomorrow. That's my alma mater, and that's going to be. All games are big games on the on the schedule, and so just excited to just be able to have the opportunity to compete. We have an amazing group of young ladies. I'm blessed to be the coach, and I just want to continue myself and the staff helping them get better each and every day. So I'll open it up for questions.
Coach, the last 2 games, you guys have had over 30-plus rebounds in a game. You mentioned you were a post player, but what is that like to see your team being so physical on the glass and attacking it like they have? Well,
I learned a long time ago this as a player that won championships, and as a coach, you got to rebound if you want to have the opportunity to win. Something that we harp on, something that we talk about a lot. So we just want to continue to be able to do that, give us, especially on the offensive end, to be able to give us an opportunity and a chance for, to have a chance to score some more points. And I think for us, that's something that we're just really trying to focus on.
And then obviously you guys play Western Kentucky this week. It's where you went to school, it's where you coached at as well. What's it kind of like to play against an old team like that? Even if it's like as you mentioned, everything's a game. But what is that? Is there anything that's special?
Oh yeah, it's a lot that's special. Not only is it my alma mater, but it's my former assistant who was there with me when we won those 6 championships. So it's going to be a special game, special moment. But at the end of the day, when the ball goes up in there, it's competition and it's about Mercer and us having the opportunity and chance to get our 2nd win on the season.
You have family and friends come to the game?
Yeah, probably. I don't know as far as from the Kentucky side. I'm pretty sure that they'll have some fans that travel with them that hopefully. I left a great mark when I left there, so I think there's a lot of fans that might travel with them so they can have the opportunity to see both of us coach against each other.
What was it like in Hawkins Arena for the home opener? Just talk about the atmosphere there, and there's a lot of fans here.
Yeah, great question. I love the atmosphere, and I told our team, and I talked as a staff, and as we continue to keep building, I'm looking forward to just packing that place out and on a consistent basis. But I also understand and know that we have to continue to keep getting better, and so we can put some wins in the columns. And so, but one thing I do know and I'm proud of, and I think if you've watched us play, I talked about our defense. I talked about that's what we like to do, and I think that's something that we've been doing. And so now we just got to put a couple more points on the board, and that's what we're working toward.
Coach, what have you learned about your group going through home competition and away competition so far?
Yeah. Again, as I spoke earlier, I'm really proud of how we handled on the road. Things weren't going our way. Adversity hit, but we kept doing the things that we talked about. We kept defending. We kept listening to what we needed to do so we can adjust in the game. So what I'm proud of is I see all the great things that we did well. And then the things that we need to change and fix, we have the opportunity to do those things. So really glad that we're here at home and going to have a chance to fix those things while we're here. The craziest thing in non-conference is the quick turnarounds. So I take my hat off to the student athletes because they're studying scout, they're studying all the things that we need to have done. So myself and the staff, we're just trying to make sure that we can put them in the best position so they can be successful. So I've learned that they're a very unbelievable group of young ladies that are very coachable.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, going to bring up Ashley Locke, senior forward. As Coach said, double-double last week against UNC Asheville, and then a 23-point, 16 rebound double-double on Saturday against Florida Atlantic. Ashley, why don't you start how both games went last week and exactly how difficult it is to get 16 rebounds in a game?
Honestly, throughout the game process, I really don't even think about it. I'm just trying to, help my team out in the best way that I know how to. Just getting rebounds. I am, a bigger post player, and so if I can do that to help the team, then that's what I'll do.
Ashley, you've been here for 4 years, you've made an impact on this program, and just having the start that you've had, just talking about what that's meant to you as a player after all this time.
Yes, it's definitely, been a different season starting for me, but I've, stressed this multiple times to Coach Hurd and especially to the girls on the team that I wouldn't be able to do what I've done without all of them. As a post player, you can't score unless you get the ball from your guards. And so I just, I'm thankful for them that they do trust me to give me the ball and be able to, do what I do down low and everything like that. And hopefully, we'll continue to move in that direction throughout the whole entire season.
And then, I just asked Coach about it, 30-plus rebounds in your first 2 games. You had almost half of those on Saturday night. What is that kind of like to just be able to attack the glass like that and be very physical in the post?
Mm-hmm. Again, just throughout the game, I'm not really thinking about how many, rebounds I have, just doing what I have to do for the team and just, if that's what I need to do, then that's what I'm going to do. Just being able to grab those defensive. A lot of them are defensive rebounds. I want to focus on getting a lot more offensive rebounds, but those defensive rebounds, we can get it, I can dribble it out or I can pass it to our guards and we can get started in transition.
Is there anyone you look up to, any inspirations in terms of just being physical on the glass or second chance points?
I wouldn't say anyone that I look up to in that sort of way. I would just say, if, like I've said, if that's what I have to do for the team, then that's what I'm going to do. There's so many girls out there, you see Angel Reese out there in the league now, pulling down rebound after rebound after rebound. And I think that just as a forward in the game, you have to be able to do that for your team. The faster we can get out, then, we don't have to set up a play. We can just go and push. And that just, I think, how it hurts, I guess, the other team and having to, when we score fast, we can get back on defense and get set up and slow down their offense. If there's just constant back and forth like that, it makes it harder to get defensive stops. So when we get quick stops, turn it into transition points and right back on defense to do it all over again.
You've talked to Coach Hurd a little bit about this. I think it's true for the women's and the men's teams, like building a lot via transfers. You know, the team kind of was built a lot during the summer off season. How well are you guys gelling right now? You know, who are some of your best friends on the team? What do you guys get up to, and how big is that for your performance on the court?
Yeah, it was really interesting because, I mean, we do have 9 new girls on the team. We only returned 3 from the previous team. And so, you know, I was a little nervous going into the summer what that was going to look like, but I think the coaches did really well with the transition. We all came in different time periods so that it wasn't just, 15 new girls all meeting at one time. It was, we had 3, and then we brought in a few more, and we had 7, and then a few more and a few more. And so I think being able to do that, you are able to form just such close relationships with everybody on the team. And I mean, especially like me and, Aspen and Hannah were the 3 returners. And so we knew that what, it was going to take with having so many new people. And so we really locked in. And I think, kudos to the new girls as well. They came into a completely new place. They knew absolutely nobody. And so just being able to have that open mind of no matter, having trust in the coaches with who they brought in, that we were going to have a successful team. And yeah.
It's kind of a long off season building up that chemistry and everything. What was it like for you guys to be at home and have be against someone else for once in a while?
Yes, it's definitely nice. I mean, it's hard, honestly, because basketball really is year-round, and so it's like it is nice to be home, but at least for me, whenever I'm home, I'm just itching to get back. And especially this year, just knowing we had a new coaching staff, knowing we were going to have such a new team, it was just like, I'm ready to get started, and it just was like, it's exciting about the unknown. You don't know, really who your teammates are going to be. We meet them on visits and everything like that, but what they're really like, outside of just that 24 hours that you got to meet them. And it was, again, just I was ready to get back.